must understand, a lot of guys don't actually know this, but guys who have experienced a good dating life know this. Getting girls is always exponential based on your improvements. So going from a 5 to a 6, you'll think like, oh yeah, maybe I'll get like 10% more. No. Every point that you go up from 1 to 10 will 10 times the amount of attraction that you get from girls. So of course, you know, a 1 out of 10 guy gets no attraction from girls. And so when he becomes a 2 out of 10, 10 times 0 is still kind of 0. But then there becomes a point when, you know, you're somewhat of an average guy between 4 or 5 or 6 out of 10. And I know the rating scale is kind of like autistic, oh, out of 10, but like it's a good way for us to understand what we're talking about. If you're like, let's say an average guy, you're a 5 out of 10. Maybe there's one girl who shows you like a pretty good level of interest per year, isn't there? Maybe, yeah? Well, if you become a 6 out of 10, suddenly, for that year that you are a 6, there'll be 10 girls who show you an interest. The world's men, honestly, about 90% of men would be happy with that. 90% of men would be totally happily and fulfilled with 10 girls. I'm not saying, you know, the 10 girls date you or marry you or sleep with you or anything, but at least they're actually actively like texting you back and meeting you for a date, which a lot of guys would be happy for. But imagine if you go then from a 6 to a 7, and the 10 times rule still applies. You had 10 girls who were showing you interest, really replying back, really engaging with you, really going on dates with you when you were a 6. It's up to 100 when you're a 7. It's up to 1,000 when you're an 8. It's up to 10,000. Like literally, I know this seems silly, and a lot of guys wouldn't believe this because a lot of guys overly rate themselves. You might be thinking, yeah, but I'm already a 7 and I don't get like 1,000 girls into. You're probably not a 7, bro.